Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Right there. 54 miles. Blue down. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 14. Yeah. You don't want nothing.
On first down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm trying to collect.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Ready. Great. Check.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pull it together.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Under 10, 20, 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Ready. 180. Mike, 58, right there. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Sponge. 8. No.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Seahawks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 27, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Greg. I'm coming.
Newton on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Zebra. Watch the run. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Good.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
It's just me and you.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up in. Incomplete, falling to the ground.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And it's third down.
Flying 36 power. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 59 mark. Check. 59. Watch the run. Check 59. Mike is 59. What's left? He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Carson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
They come out here in the eye. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st down, McPherson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun.
Here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Switch up.
This is Scarlett on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
On the draw, it's Scarlett. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You got tight.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Seven yards there and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
On first down, Newton steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Keep it up, guys. Switch. Hey. Back.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready. 88. 58. Gun. Hey, man. Watch the boot. SOS. Chance.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Give me some. Here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Flare. Hey!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They come out here in the eye.
Push him back. Hey! Wait!
They'll run with Scarlett, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Set. Right to the 3. Great. You got it, Green. Switch it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch it.
Wilson to throw again. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
Right there, 54 Mike. No pass.
Again, Wilson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the screen. Pass.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check. 59. Oh, damn, point. 59's Mike.
To throw again is Wilson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
He wasn't ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go, Shift. Good job right there. 14, got it.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and through. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
20.
Off play action. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Great. Express. 57 to Mike. And watch your leg. Mike's 57. 57. Try. 57's the Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 6. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of times.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
And the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too.
Tackle. 57's the Mike. 57. 8.
Play action. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Caught here by Griffin. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Hey, look at him. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I don't think you got it, son.
Now Scarlett. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go again. Mike 52. Me and you.
From the gun, here's Newton. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on second and goal. On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up third and goal. Now Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Wilson to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Get in the way. All go special. All go special. 6. Check.
Throwing is Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in quarter number 4. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They turn to Scarlett again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Greg.
Here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Now a give here to Sterling. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Go 50 extra mic all day, dog. Deuce. Check 4. 8.
They don't give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the safety 20. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot.
Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Mike 54. I'm on.
Now a give, right side. Carson, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They run for it with Carson, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Come on, dude. He's checking, he's hey! Crash. Tight dog. 49. Check 49.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they will take a knee here. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the